Okay, hi everybody, this is Maston. Today I'm gonna do something I wanted to do for a long time, which was getting to KOS. And truth be told, I sort of waited for 1.0 to be out before I started doing that. So what you're gonna see here is my first attempt at something useful with KOS, and this is gonna be a rescuer to rescue stranded Kerbal stranded in orbit in the career mode. So the rocket that I'm using for that is quite simple. Well, it is like two large boosters on the side, solid rocket boosters, and one massive one in the middle with the throttle back to, I don't remember exactly, maybe it was 50%. And now we've staged to a really small liquid fuel booster. So I'm going to circularize automatically the orbit to 90 kilometers because every stranded Kerbal seems to be between 80 and 85, 86 something. So I chose to get for a circular 90 kilometers orbit. Actually, I'm saying that, but yesterday I was just trying to do another one, and actually the Kerbal was between 71 and 78 something, which would not exactly work with that script. So I'm going to modify it slightly so I chooses an orbit 7 or 8 kilometers higher than the orbit. So here the script is circularizing the orbit at 90 kilometers, almost exactly. But now that it's circularized and I've chosen the target, what it's going to do is it's going to warp to, yeah, it's still circularizing the orbit. And what it's going to do next is warp to a position where the target has catched up on us and is less than 10 kilometers away. So yeah, I'm fast forwarding through that. You see the target slowly catching up on us, and yeah. So now it's automatically slows down the warp after 12 kilometers, and I'm gonna start burning when I'm at less than 10 kilometers. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually the first thing the script is doing is, as you just saw, nullifying the rated speed with target, and now it's burning toward it. What it's going to do is it's going to create an encounter somewhere down the road. So it's not as optimal as it could be, but as I said, I'm quite new to KOS. It was my first KOS script, so I know there are lots of things that I wouldn't do that way if I mastered the language better. But I don't, so yeah, if it's alright. So now I'm waiting for the distance to be less than a kilometer, basically. And then we're going to do the same thing. Destroy the delta V and burn toward the target. So, yep. And now getting ready to burn and burn. And when it's about 0, we're going to point toward it and burn to the target. So the first burn was to get an 80 meters per second of delta V, and now this one is 20, if I remember correctly. Oh, warping toward it, blah blah blah. Now we're gonna do the same thing. Burn retrograde to the target, just get the relative speed to 0, and then burn towards the target. At that time, only a few meters per second. Now, the script is getting ready to slow down. It's more important to get ready now that in the previous steps, because now we're gonna end up stopping quite close to the target, ideally within a few meters. Again, all of that, the only thing I did since the beginning of this video is just run the script at the beginning. That's the only thing I did. I did some manual warps because I didn't want the video to be too long. but everything is done automatically, including most of the routes. So yeah, now the first thing really manual I do is transfer the Kerbal into the rescue capsule, and then I'm gonna launch another script which is called deorbit.ks. I'm a little mixed up here with my keyboard, which is not an English keyboard. I always have to switch between English and international keyboard. But yeah, eventually I get it right. Yep. One little mistake I did here is that I didn't turn off SAS, and the script doesn't turn off SAS, which it should. So the automatic deorbit burn is going to be slightly crazy. I say, yeah, that shouldn't be happening, really. If the SAS was off from the beginning, it wouldn't have happened. So yeah, that's something I corrected after doing the video. Now it's just warping again. Theoretically, you script the orbit so that this particular capsule will land within a few 100 meters or a few kilometers of the KSC. The way I do that is just I burn retrograde at a specific longitude, which I tested works. But as I said, the burn was sort of messy because of the SAS thing, so I'm not going to be that close. I usually am closer than that in the couple tries that I did before. But anyway, I think it's good enough. So yeah, sorry for the nighttime re-entry, but yeah, nice little fireworks here. Things explode. It's actually only solar panels and maybe a couple batteries, but nothing bad. So yeah, I open parachutes. Point up. I'm actually also burning slightly at the very end, just to slow the descent even more. And yep, that's it. So I only did two things here. I run the original script and I run the deorbit script, and everything else was done manually. Yeah, and as you can see here, the Kerbal actually died just because I tried to get out of EVA. Anyway, I hope that you like that, and yeah, see you guys later. Bye.